I'm back.
Oh my God!
Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're familiar with me, I know it's been a while since my last post, roughly 6 months? Maybe longer. If you're new to my channel, hi, welcome. Thank you so much. You probably came from Gina's channel from our last book haul. I really do appreciate you subscribing and checking me out. I'm gonna keep it real. The only reason why I didn't post was mainly because I was in a very bad reading slump. When I'm in a reading slump, it's very hard for me to come out of it. I wasn't even reading a single book, like at all. Like I didn't have any motivation for it. I felt like I had no time. In reality, I just wasn't making time for it. But now, I'm so ready to be back and reading a bunch of books that you guys recommend me or even suggests. I'm totally gonna check them out. I haven't talked in front of a camera by myself in quite a few. So, if you please pardon my awkwardness or weirdness in general. I just came back from a 9-hour shift. I've been up since
5 a.m.
Pardon me if this is like a little strange, but regardless, I'm so happy to have you guys here. I'm so happy to be back and recording videos for you guys. It's gonna be so much fun. I don't have months of content recorded. I have months of content planned, if that makes sense. You know what I mean? I have up until almost May planned for video ideas that I came up with in my noggin. So that's, I'm like creative again. But regardless, today's video is a simple video and it's just showing you guys my February TBR. I know one of my last TBR videos was summer TBR, and I said I'm not gonna do TBRs anymore because I can't follow them. In reality, that was the start of my reading slump, by the way. I know I said I can't stick to your TBR, which is partially true. I feel like now I'm more motivated to read, so I can stick to TBR, if that makes sense. Maybe I'm just talking out of my ass here. To me, it makes sense. So this video hopefully will be up January 31st. There's a very common theme in the month of February, if you believe it or not. What theme might that be? The theme for this month is kind of shocking and weird. I think it's something that's never been done before. Who would read this type of book during February, you know? Let me just show you the books real quick. Pardon me. Un momento, por favor. Stack is a little heavy. Alright, the first book I have on my February TBR is Love in Other Words by Christina Lauren. This will be my first Christina Lauren book I would ever read. I've heard nothing but great things by this one. This is a lot of people's favorite Christina Lauren book. I'm really excited. It's a friends to lovers, which is fine, there's nothing wrong with it. It's not my favorite trope ever. I ain't gonna lie to you. But yeah, this is a lot of people's favorites. I'm really excited to see what this one's about. I know more or less what the story is about, but other than the few little details that you need to really get into it, I don't know what happens in this book. I just know it's a lot of people's favorites. So yes, I'm very excited to read this one and share my thoughts with you guys. Why the hell did I do a kissy? Whatever. This next book, oh my god, this next book I'm so excited for. Not even joking, this is the one I'm really looking forward to. I don't know if I'm gonna read this one right away. I just might. I just might read it on February 1st, if I'm being honest. But I'm really excited to read this one, and that is Love Redesign by Lauren Asher. I'm really excited to read this one. I've heard, again, nothing but great things. This is a fairly newer, I think this is the most recent Lauren Asher book that came out. I think it came out late 2023, I think November. But I'm really excited for this one. I think the trope in this book is enemies to lovers and their architectures or something. Not architectures, they're home renovators. That's the word. But yeah, I'm really excited to dive into this one. Can't wait to share my thoughts with you guys. Finally, I'm really excited to dive into this one and share my thoughts. And the cover is so cute. If you came from Gina's channel, the video that we did together over there was a book shopping / book haul thing. That's when I bought this, legit 2 weeks ago, which is crazy. I can't believe I bought 20 books. Yeah, I know, that's a lot. I don't regret it at all. Honestly, I'm so happy that I bought all these books. I'm so excited to read now. I'm so happy. This book I have had for quite a while. Been over 6 months since I've had this book. Yeah, I bought this book when I was with Gina again. Gina just makes me want to spend money all the time. Now I'm excited to dive into it. That is A Gentleman's Guide to Vice and Virtue. This is a YA romance. Is that a hint for the theme of the month? I don't know. I don't know. I've heard nothing but great things about this book. It's a historical fiction, queer romance, and that's exciting. It's different than the other two. So I just wanted to throw something in just to mix it up a little bit, but still be on theme with something. I don't know if you caught on. It's pretty obvious. The theme is romance for the month of February, which is shocking. I know. Yeah, so that's this one. I'm so excited to read this one. This book has been out since 2017. It's gonna turn 7 years old this year. So I just wanted to read this before it's a decade old and before I'm in my 30s. I'm 23, by the way. I'm gonna turn 23. Oh my god. I'm 22. Gonna turn 23 in May. Let's just try to get this book done. Yeah? Yeah, let's just try to read it. Yeah, let's do that. Alright, so the next book I have is Before We Were Strangers by Renee Carlino. I haven't heard a lot about this book. No, not really, to be honest. I've heard that it's good. I think it's a second chance romance, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. It says a misconnection, a second chance at love. So yeah, it's a second chance romance. I don't really read a ton of those, so I don't know what this book is gonna take me in for, but I hope it's good. I just wanted to read a good book. It's a short book, short and sweet. Excited to read this one. Obvi. So the next book I have is Love in the Time of Serial Killers by Alicia Thompson. Again, I've had this book for over 6 months. Legit since I think April of last year. So if you don't know the premise of this book, it's basically this girl who listens to a ton of true crime podcasts. I think woman is obsessed with like true crime, and she believes like her neighbor is a serial killer, but she's also falling for him. So like it's kind of funny. It's supposed to be a rom-com. I think it's just gonna be a nice, fun, lighthearted rom-com. I don't think it's gonna be mind-blowingly good. I just think it's just gonna be like a nice fun read. I mean, I love rom-coms. They're so fun. This next one is not a rom-com. I don't know if it's funny at all. Hint, hint. Yes, it's the first book in a series. This book I've had for quite a bit. I think this is the book I've had longest on my TBR besides one of the two other books that I have right here. I'm excited, but I'm also kind of nervous because I don't know if I'm gonna really like it. Like, I don't know if I'm gonna like the series that much. I'm excited to try it out nonetheless, and that is A Quarter of Thorn and Roses by Sarah J. Maas. This will be my first Sarah J. Maas book that I will read. I have Thorn of Glass as well. I want to start off with this series. I know it's not finished, but just the size of the other series is very daunting to me, because if I were to start Thorn of Glass now and then try to finish it like super quickly, I'm gonna burn myself out. So I just want to start with the smaller series, even though it's not super small. It's 5 books. Regardless, I'm excited to read this one. I hear good things about this, but I also hear some not so good things. I don't give a like, I do not care. I don't care how fleshed out the fantasy world is. I might question like a couple parts of it, but I really do not care. I just want to have fun. Sue me if you want. Yeah, I'm reading it. Oh my god, I'm finally reading it. Alright, so the next 3 books that I have here are books that I'm doing a specific video that will be uploaded on Valentine's Day. What might that video be? It's just reading romance books for Valentine's Day. I have 3 romance books, 1 YA, 2 adult. So the first book I'm going to be reading in that reading vlog is American Royalty by Tracy Livesay. I don't know much about this book, if I'm being real. I legit do not, but the cover is stunning. I love it. Just know that it's a romance between a prince of some place and a rapper who's American called the Duchess. So what happens is that this man gets into some trouble. She needs a bigger... She's having some career issues, I think. I think that's what it says. So she was on the verge of signing this deal, but then she has this issue with this pop star. So the queen of his country is having issues with her children. Her children, however, are getting into a bunch of scandals, one after another. For good press for the family, the royal family, she has him put a concert in his dad's honor because his dad passed away. And she hires this rapper because of her name called the Duchess. He has no idea what her music is about. Apparently, she's supposed to be like a raunchy rapper. Think like Trina, I guess, in a way, or Lil Kim, a very explicit rapper. He has no idea that she's like that. But she's willing to do it because she needs a good press, so that way she can sign a deal with the record label and get her money. He needs the press to look good for the royal family. And so they reluctantly have to work together to try to get good press for them. For each other, because it's going to be beneficial for them. I don't know if it's supposed to be rom-com, but that's a funny situation. I was sold with the rapper thing. I think that's so cool. I never really see a lot of books involving rapping. So this is a very interesting book. Like, I never really heard a premise like this, and I'm excited. I'm excited for it. And this cover is like really cute. It's giving. What is it giving? It's serving. Period. And this next book I'm also very excited for because it's a book that I've been having for a while now, as with most of the books that I have, because you know I don't read. I mean I read now. This will be the first book I read by this author, so that's nice and exciting. And I've heard nothing but great things about this book and this author in general, and that is Yours Truly by Abby Jimenez. So this will be the first book I ever read by Abby Jimenez. Rom-coms are my thing. I love rom-coms. It's Abby Jimenez, so a lot of people love her. People say she's a great author, and I believe them. I hope this one's good. I hope I find a new author that I can just read all of their books. Hopefully I can find a good author out of these videos, honestly. I just realized all the books on my TBR this month are by authors I never read before, which is actually pretty cool that I think about. I didn't even realize that. That's actually sick. All right, so this is the last book in my TBR. This book I've been so excited to read. I've had this book, like I said, like most of my books for a while. I'm going to be saying that a lot for the next couple months, FYI. I'm not going to lie. I was kind of reluctant to read, even though it's by a very trustworthy author of mine. I love this author just by the one book I read by them. And it's not necessarily the premise of the book, it's just the trope that he uses. Yeah, so that's why I didn't really want to read it right away. I'm excited to read it now, just to see what it's like. The last book of my February TBR of 2024 is... Can I get a drum roll, please? Drum roll. The Drover by Lynn Painter. Like I said, I love Lynn Painter. I loved Better Than the Movies, one of my all-time favorite books. But this book I was reluctant to read, not because of the author, but because of the Groundhog's Day trope. I've read a book before with that trope, and that book got very repetitive. I have no idea if it's because of the author's writing style, or maybe it's because the trope itself was not that great for me, but that book left a bad taste in my mouth. I'm not gonna say what it is. I do not remember what that book was called because I gave it away. Like as soon as I finished, I sold it, shipped it, bye. I didn't want it. I got rid of it so quick. The book was fine, but the trope was just so annoying to me personally. Like, I don't know. It just didn't seem right. I trust Lynn Painter. I hope this book proves me wrong about the Groundhog's Day trope. I hope she can just make it work for me because I love Lynn Painter. I don't know if it was a trope or it was just the writing in the other book. I'm gonna read this for Valentine's Day. Actually, I'm gonna read it before Valentine's Day and upload a video on Valentine's Day of the reading vlog of this and the last two books. Yeah, it will be uploaded for Valentine's Day. Just an FYI. I'm excited to read this one finally. I wanted to get the Barnes & Noble exclusive so bad with the sprayed edges, but I already had a copy and I don't want to collect more than what I need. I already spent too much money as it is. I'm really excited to read this one. I hope I enjoy it because of the trope and all that. But that's it. That's the whole video. Thank you so much for watching this video. I really do appreciate your time and just checking me out, and if you've been subscribed to me before already, thank you for sticking with me. I know it's been so long, but I really do appreciate you guys so much. Like, you have no idea. This has always been a favorite hobby of mine, and if I could turn this into something more, that'd be great. But I'm happy to read this, and I just want to keep reading. Hopefully this will give me the motivation I can to keep it going. All right, so that's it for today's video. And if you enjoyed this video, make sure you give this video a thumbs up and subscribe if you are new to the channel. I would love to have you. If you read any of these books, please leave a comment down below. Let me know what your thoughts were about them. Whether you hated them or you loved them, I would love to hear it. And yeah, I'll see you guys next week. Peace out, yo. Bye.